Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the inaugural performance given by the scholarship-winning students in the Emerging Leaders Scholarship Program for 2024. This is an initiative undertaken by Malvern Theatre Company and supported by the City of Stonnington. The cast and crew that you'll see perform today met for the first time on Sunday. 7 days ago. 15 young theatre makers gathered to embark on this process. The aim was to have them inspired by their mentors and build on their skills, plus to make some friends who share their passion for making theatre. It was on Sunday evening that they received their scripts. Directors, stage managers, props, sound, lighting and set designers were chosen, actors given their roles. That means that they've only had 5 days in which to learn their lines, developed all aspects of their piece of theatre, and put on a play for you. It's a huge challenge. I'm really proud to say that everyone has risen to that challenge. However, some actors may need to have a prompt if their lines escape them as they perform their plays for the first time to you. We ask that you understand that this support may be needed, and we thank you for that understanding. I would also ask that you please don't take photos or videos. It is all being filmed for you, and you'll be able to watch these emerging stars on the YouTube channels. Enjoy every moment of the performance today, and thank you very much for supporting Malvern Theatre.
Welcome to Malvern Theatre, performing on the traditional land of the Boonwurrung and Wurundjeri people. We offer our respects to their elders past and present and recognise the cultural heritage of this land. Just a little housekeeping before we start the show. Out of respect for your fellow audience members and the cast, please now turn off all mobile phones and paging devices. We hope you enjoy the performance.
Have you sat down with your...
I've forgotten the sugar. 1 sec. Do you need anything?
No, thank you.
Anything good? I never have the time to read the paper these days.
Everything's the same.
That is good.
For some.
How's your tea?
My tea is fine.
It's becoming quite a costly habit for me. I really ought to cut back. Not because I drink too much of it. Far from it. I'm just constantly making it, then forgetting all about it. Then I wonder where all my mugs are. The answer is they're littered around the flat, stewing cold tea.
Perhaps you should buy more mugs.
Perhaps I should. So I hear you're retired.
Retiring?
I suppose congratulations are in order. You made it to the end. More than some manage. It's funny. You're not at all how I imagine a retired teacher. I remember all of my teachers so dusty and old. You know, dry skin and Kipling and all of that. And we had the most horrid nicknames for them. I remember one, Mr. Ditchhead. We called him, what do we call him? Mr. Dullhead. No rap on the knuckles for that, I hope. But you're not so dry-skinned and kidly. Maybe I'm just old as well. But you're much more older man than you are older man.
I didn't know there was a distinction.
And you receive some golf clubs.
Yes, I have. They're quite good.
Do you play a lot?
Some,
I suppose you have the time now.
yes.
Was Daddy any good at golf?
Your father? He may have been. I don't quite remember. It was a while ago. I don't remember.
It wasn't that long ago.
It was.
Come on, Henry. Looks like you have a few black hairs that remember.
I'm sure they do, but I don't.
Mummy never mentioned anything. Oh, I suppose that's not the kind of pillow talk.
I don't recall, because it was a very long time ago. I can only assume it doesn't seem long to you, because you were a child then, and you are still a child now. I'm sorry.
Think nothing of it. Nothing wrong with a bit of passion flaring up every now and then. You're still a red-blooded man.
Don't do that. Have you sat down with your accountant friend?
Oh, David. No, not yet. He's had a lot of work on. So have I, not that you'll believe me.
Any idea when he'll be available?
Sooner or later, I'm sure.
It's worth belabouring the point that sooner rather than later would be best. We're eager to make a down payment, your mother especially.
I thought the point of retirement was that you have the luxury of time.
The house we're interested in isn't expected to stay on the market for very long.
Is it the only house in Gibraltar?
Whether it is or not doesn't matter.
Well, Henry, you have to entertain the possibility that the money simply isn't there. Maybe if it hadn't been such short notice...
One might argue that you've had plenty of notice, considering it was meant to be a short-term loan, and it's now been 3 years.
Short-term loan? That's an awfully official-sounding term.
I'm just quoting you.
What do you mean? Oh, it's an email? You scared me. I thought you were about to produce some legal contract I'd forgotten all about.
I didn't mean to scare you, although actually in this country, an email can be considered a legal document. Here you refer to the money as a short-term loan. Technically, that's admissible.
Oh dear, I've opened myself up to a lawsuit, have I?
That's not my plan.
Not your plan?
That would, of course, be very unpleasant and complicated. Obviously, it won't come to that.
I'm not sure you understand, Henry. It's my fault. I must not have explained it right. It's a business loan. The money is a runway by which I make the blog self-sustaining. The only way
to get access to the socialites is to pretend to be as frivolous with money as they are. I have been brought up to speed.
So you understand, it doesn't make financial sense to pool the money before it has had time to do its job.
How much time exactly would that entail?
Oh, well, it's not a science, Henry.
Yes, but it is a business. And businesses have projections. Would it normally take this long? Now, I'm not an entrepreneur like you,
quite
but
right.
I did ask around. Some friends of ours who do know what they're talking about. Apparently for blogs like this one, there's a levelling off point. Is that what you call it? The point that your readership numbers, which had been growing quite healthily by word of mouth, they slow down, and you more or less know what size audience you're going to have. It's about 18 to 24 months in that this usually happens. So when I ask how much time it would entail, this is because it seems you've had a lot of time. It seems that you've had 3 years to pay back what you yourself referred to as a short-term loan.
Henry, listen.
Of course it could be that the money is taking longer than expected to do its job. It could also be that you realised fairly early on that you weren't going to be able to build up enough of a readership base to cover the style costs. So you decided, prompt? The unfavourable interpretation of this, and it would be unfavourable, is that you decided you'd enjoy it while you could. That is, continue to live off the money until, well, you know.
Is that what you think of me? Well, for whatever reason, I have given you to think that.
No, I don't think of that of you. When one has a lot of time on one's hands, there's a tendency to indulge the imagination. I only know that the loan has run its course, and it's time to set things right.
I don't have the money, Henry.
You do. Some of it's in assets, but you have it. You have enough for what your mother and I need.
Oh, so I'm selling everything, am I? My clothes, my car, my dream, my independence, my Hoover. Am I missing anything?
They're only things, Lydia, and they're not yours. This is for your own good.
Oh, Henry, you're sounding far too much like a school teacher now. You know, this whole situation makes me feel like I've been asked to come to your office after class. In fact, this feels like when Mr. Dullhead used to threaten to have my parents called in very empty as a threat. He knew about Daddy, and he knew and I knew that Mummy was, well, far too fragile. Ever since Daddy, she's had, well, there are certain things she can't quite look full in the face. Things we protect her from. Because we love her. Mr. Dullhead knew what calling her in to discipline me would do to her. Just like you know what a court case would do to her. The strain, she would, well, it's out of the question. And you know that. Just like I know that I can't give up my business. So I'm sure we can find some sort of sensible middle ground. This is all getting a bit dramatic.
I apologize for being dramatic. I love your mother a great deal.
We all do. It's easy to get carried away.
But I think we love her in different ways. You love her so much that you protect her from anything. From having to reprimand you, from having to litigate you. You know this lawsuit will be difficult for her, so you would spare her from it. I love her so much that I'd do it anyway.
You're not serious. This is a bad time to make your first and a joke, Henry. Over a house? Forgive me, Henry, you don't seem like the selfish type. Your job is to take care of Mummy, not hurt her.
I am.
Please, you know fully well.
I am sparing her from the one thing she cannot do, and that is to say no to you. This should never have been taken this far.
This isn't up to you, Henry.
Oh, she is my wife.
She is my mother. This is not your family. If you want to be Mummy's retirement partner, that's fine. Hold her hand and play bridge. But don't act like you're anything more. She will choose me over you every time. And if I were really the villain you make me out to be, I would have had her drop you long ago. You should be thanking me.
I don't think you're a villain, Lydia. I think you're a very unfortunate girl. Unfortunate because you lost your father, and then you became just like him.
Don't you dare!
You know what he was. Your mother could see it in him. The take. The endless take. She can't see it in you. Don't make her. Let her have this.
He was a good man.
You know what he was.
She loved him.
She loved him at first. How could she not? He was beautiful, beguiling. He made himself a god to her. But
stop!
Listen. By the end, she told me she could see him, really see him for what he was. He wasn't beautiful. He wasn't beautiful. He was vain. He wasn't beguiling. He was manipulative. He was a bully, not a god.
No one is going to treat
No one is going to treat her this way anymore. This is her reward. Peace. And you're going to give it to her. This is not how this was supposed to go. You were supposed to realize on your own. There was supposed to be hope that you might deserve her after all. You don't. You don't deserve anything you have. So just this once, I'm taking something back. You have a week to return the money, or I'm taking it to court.
Henry! Henry, please. Let's talk. This is awful. You're my stepfather, for God's sakes. We can't leave it like this.
So, you'll pay.
I just feel awful. I know you're right. I know I've been such a brat to Mummy. I think we've treated her terribly.
We?
Henry. If I'm going to serve penance for my sins, you have to consider you have some to atone for
No,
yourself.
this is not about me.
This is about her. What she deserves, right? Am I right?
You can say what you have to say. I'm listening.
I think you're onto something. Maybe she does deserve better. And paying her back would certainly be a start, a good start. But we both know there's more that could be done. If we're going to follow this argument of yours to its logical conclusion, I don't know, maybe she doesn't need protecting.
From you.
From the truth.
What truth?
You know what?
What truth? What are you talking about?
The truth, Henry. The big one. The one I know you know, even though you've buried it under 5 years of whatever rationalization, denial, guilt.
5 years of... What are you talking about? What is this?
Don't make me say it.
I will make you say it, because I have a dreadful idea of what you're implying, and I would dreadfully like it to be wrong, so I would like you to say it.
Boxing Day.
You are a hateful bitch!
Henry! Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. I didn't mean to upset you. It doesn't matter what I thought. I thought you would agree. I thought this is what you were saying. That she needs to be treated better. That we don't need to handle her with kid gloves. Protect her. Keep things from her. Because we can't even begin to have that conversation if we're not willing to talk about Boxing Day.
Talk what? Something happened 5 years ago, and I wish it hadn't. We didn't talk about it then for the same reason we are not going to talk about it now, because it wouldn't do any damn good. You know it wouldn't.
How do I know that, Henry? How do you? If you want to have a conversation about things that need to be set right, this is it. Nothing else comes close.
How long
Oh, please stop. I know you think I'm playing some sort of cynical game. You've made it very clear what you think of me. This has all turned a bit sour. But we're talking, really talking for once. I know that's what Mummy would want. I know she can't stand how frosty we are with one another. I think I can remember when that started. And I think you can too. Don't you think we should discuss it?
You go first.
We had... What we did was awful.
Yes. If you remember, I said that after it happened.
So you haven't blacked it all out after all.
I never blacked it out, Lydia. I remember it very well indeed. That's the thing about things you wish you could forget. They cling on like limpets.
It's awful, isn't it? The guilt.
Yes.
Maybe we can make that go away.
Why should I?
You like feeling this way?
It's my guilt. It belongs to me. I don't want to make it go away. I certainly don't want to get rid of it by giving it to her. If I were to tell her, it may have been the right thing to do back then, but you talked me out of it, remember? Now all it would do is hurt her and make me feel better.
That's one interpretation. The unfavourable interpretation, and it is unfavourable, is that you've done an awful lot of mental gymnastics to convince yourself that the wrong thing is the right thing, because you're scared she'll leave you.
I don't want to fight. I'm very happy that you're thinking of ways to treat your mother better, but this is not it. You think she deserves to be told. I think she deserves not to be told.
You've really talked yourself into that.
I have.
Well, maybe you could explain.
Because we deserve it, Lydia. Because we slept together. That's something you and I did. We deserve to let it eat us alive. We sinned and we chose not to tell her, and now it is too late. If I had told her then, she could have left me. She was 50, not young, but she would have had options. Now she is old and she knows she can't. I know she'd stay with me. I also know that she's suffered enough already. I will not be the one who causes that last unbreakable part of her to break. I don't care if it looks like, whatever you called it, mental gymnastics. I'm not selfish enough to do that. I try to be a good husband. I try to do enough that I can create a pile of good things I've done for her, and I keep trying to make it bigger. So maybe it can, one day, it might be bigger than that big, ugly, bad thing that I cannot undo. Getting this money, her dream house, it would be a big, good thing.
I don't do things halfway.
What?
This, project of yours. This idea of making things right with Mummy. If I'm going to do it, it has to be all the way. Have to wipe the entire slate clean. Otherwise, there's no point. I'm not going to make some nominal contribution of some money while I leave the big wrong unaddressed.
Have you listened to a thing I
I've
said?
listened, Henry. I'm glad it works for you, but unfortunately I'm not you. I can't compartmentalize. For me, it's all or it's nothing.
I see.
I'm glad.
If I were to insist on the money, you would insist that she be told.
It's just the only way for me to really feel right about it.
I see.
We, perhaps, alternatively, put this idea on the back burner, just for a bit, until we're ready to fully deal with the consequences of making things right.
No money, no Boxing Day. I forgot to drink my tea.
Happens to the best of us.
Of course. I don't think there's anything else, do you?
No, sir. I'm glad we got this all out here today, had this conversation. I'm very proud of us. Proud of our honesty. I think this could be the start of a new chapter for us.
I hope I haven't taken too much of your time.
I always have time for family. And
It's your mother.
oh, I'll leave it to you then. I'm supposed to buy a present for someone. I'm sure of it.
I think the program is awesome. I'm really grateful to be a part of it. I think it's a really amazing opportunity for young artists to be able to get that foot in the door in community theatre, because I think a lot of the time the opportunities are only out there for already established actors or professionals, which makes it harder for younger people to kind of show their value within the industry in that regard.
It's been awesome. I think it's been a great opportunity to explore all aspects of live theatre, seeing how it all works and actually being with a group of people and not just doing the acting and then other people put it all together, but just everyone contributing and putting, 8 plays on together.
I think it's fantastic. I mean, to have something that really gives young people coming into theatre and really looking to build on their skill set, it is something that can really instill you with a great deal of confidence that's much needed.
I think it's fantastic, it gives us this opportunity to be able to learn so much from obviously these seasoned professionals while also being able to share with each other. And everyone here is so talented.
Your details, memories, faces.
It's been so much fun to meet everyone and to be in such a intense and just like a highly concentrated period where you just focus on the one thing and work together towards making the shows just amazing.
I had very little expectations. I kind of had no idea what it'd be, so I was excited, and it's to see what this was. It's been really fun. My mum has followed the Facebook page for years and then saw this pop up and went, oh, why don't I put my hand up for that? I'm a young person in theatre and I'm emerging, and this sounds like it could be cool, and I live very close. So it's been a really fun challenge.
Make me out to be.
Yeah, coming into it, I had no idea what to expect, what it was actually going to be, but I knew that I wanted to be working on theatre and different elements of it. But it's been better than I thought. Actually, it's been like the people here have been amazing. Like the other winners and the people working here and the things we've gotten to do have been awesome.
We met on Tinder. We met on Cupid.com.
He approached me on LinkedIn.
He's hot. So hot.
Mildly attractive.
And my loser boyfriend literally just left me for someone with more EQ. Like I can't do mathematics.
And my therapist said the only way I'm ever going to get over my ex is if I put myself out there.
I'm a married woman.
So I swipe right.
So I return his electronic kiss.
So I accept his request and say, sure, I'll mentor you.
And we begin to text.
He starts messaging me.
We engage in a professional email relationship.
His name is Stan.
His name is Stan.
I say, it's business. I'll call you Stanley.
Being older than me, he'll have that maturity and sexual experience, which is perfect for a relationship.
Being the same age as me, he'll have that emotional maturity and spiritual experience. How perfect is that for a relationship?
Being much younger than me, he'll have that immaturity and complete lack of experience, which is ideal for a mentee.
He suggests we meet at this little Italian cafe. He's trying to pick me up.
He's trying to pick my brain.
I hope he doesn't try and pick me apart.
We lock in 4 p.m. on a Saturday.
Which obviously means coffee.
Which obviously means drinks.
Which obviously means coffee, dinner, and drinks.
I keep my prep simple. Fake tan, mani-pedi, downstairs waxing, upstairs blow dry, double squirt of Botox.
I don't go to too much effort. They say that turns guys off, right? And I really don't want to come across as too desperate.
I'll wear something academic and low carb.
I wake up on Saturday feeling wired,
nauseous,
underwhelmed.
And I tell him I'll meet him right outside the cafe.
I wait for him across the street.
I keep him waiting for 15 minutes.
I put on dark sunglasses in case anyone sees me.
I post hot selfies on Facebook so everyone can see me.
I leave just enough to the imagination for him to see.
So I text Dan saying, I'm here wearing the purple polka dots. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. Thumbs up. See, I may not exactly look like my profile picture. It's my sister. She's 23 and a part-time model. And then, just as I'm waiting, another woman in a purple polka dotted dress shows up. This would only happen to me. So I text Dan saying, hi, I'm the Miss Purple Polka Dots with the yellow carnation in her hair, you know, in case he gets confused. And then, my purple polka dotted doppelganger just ups and leaves. So what if he thinks I made it all up? So I text him saying, hi Stan, she was here, she's now gone, I'm still here. And just as I go to press send, I stop and I...
He arrives holding a rose. What is this, The Bachelor?
Oh my god, a red rose! How romantic.
He's standing there like some despondent florist whose shop has been blown away in a hurricane. And all he could salvage is the single rose he's left clutching.
But he's hot.
So hot.
Mildly attractive.
He says, hi, you must be Rachel.
Holly.
Marie.
And holds the cafe door open.
Letting me
in first.
Like some cheesy try-hard.
Old-fashioned gentleman.
Who clearly wants to check out my house.
The place is so kitsch.
Quaint.
Inappropriate for mentoring.
With these awful plastic tables.
Like the ones you find in authentic restaurants in Milan.
IKEA.
We sit in this enormous,
very sweet,
quite sour
Italian woman introduces herself as the owner.
He seems kind of nervous around her.
There's a familiarity between the two.
She hands us these really cute,
incredibly tacky
menus.
We're eating?
Thank God, because I am so hungry I could eat a vegan.
It's Italian and I don't do carbs.
I say I'll go for the garlic pizza for starter, the lasagna for the main, and the tiramisu for dessert.
I order a double espresso.
A salad, no dressing, from the children's menu. And Stanley says,
I'll have what she's having.
And then he starts talking.
Blabbering.
Using a lot of super complicated words.
He's obviously nervous.
Very self-assured.
Borderline narcissistic.
And he's cracking jokes.
He's cracking me up.
Is he on crack?
And we're flirting.
And in this awkward silence that's
strangely intellectually stimulating.
And I'm staring at him and I'm thinking about my ex and how this time I will be strong and I will not go back to him.
And I'm staring at him and thinking, why am I feeling butterflies and not guilt?
And I'm staring at him and thinking, God, I hope his cold sore is not herpes.
When I look at my phone,
It's after 7.
it's 4:23.
It's time to mentor the boy.
Then suddenly he stands up,
Reaching into his pocket,
Pulling out a coin.
walking over.
to this amazing retro,
Piece of junk gaudy jukebox
asking me to dance.
I excuse myself, going to the toilet.
The ladies.
See if there's a window that I can escape from.
And I'm sitting on the lavatory writing this gushy message to my
Husband explaining that I've been called into work and I'm stuck.
With my ass wedged in the bathroom window, it takes 2 chefs to pull me free.
He takes me dancing.
He walks me to the bus.
We go to happy hour after happier hour.
And as the sun rises, I dangle my door keys in his drunken smile.
But smirking at me, and I just know he's
Thank
out.
God Almighty, this bus is early. It can take us out of this hideous misery.
And we reach my front door and he turns to me.
And as the bus door opens, he turns to me.
And he opens the taxi door and turns to me.
Something in his face changes.
You can almost see the thoughts jumping across his brain.
Fear.
Anxiety.
Erectile dysfunction.
He kisses me on the cheek.
He embraces me in this beautiful warm hug.
He awkwardly shakes my hand like I'm the Queen of England and says,
I'll call you. Then comes the day after. I totally get that the guy has to play it all cool the day after.
I'm out of the loop. Are women nowadays supposed to initiate the day
The
after?
day after, I delete his number, turn off my phone, and consider changing phone providers.
See, I think any call or text the day after shows a guy is too keen.
I spend the day after checking my mobile repeatedly.
By that evening, the prick hasn't contacted me.
I'm feeding the kids when my mobile rings.
So I print his profile pic, cut off his head, staple it to a teddy bear and skewer sewing needles through its fluffy heart like a voodoo doll. When my phone rings.
He's quite sweet.
He's pretending to be all sugar sweet.
When I finally turn my phone on, I have 5 missed calls from Stan.
He tells me about his mother-in-law.
I didn't get 5 missed calls from my ex in 7 years.
He tells me about his mother-in-law.
The first messages are him apologising for being so nervous, explained really nervously.
And you can't sugarcoat rejection.
Is he mentally disturbed to reject me?
He tells me how he saw the whole purple polka dot situation from across the street.
But it did remind me how my husband used to make me feel.
It did confirm my belief that all men are just giant dicks on legs.
He says that he saw this tenderness in me, and in that moment, he just knew. I was his 3rd date, but he knew. And then he tells me about his mother-in-law.
And I suppose maybe true love is just 2 flawed people refusing to give up on each other. I think it was Aristotle who said that. Or was it Justin Bieber?
He explains to me that the woman in the little Italian cafe that we went to was his mother-in-law. She was the one who encouraged him to go back out there and look for love again. That's what his wife would have wanted. She was only 24. She said I was perfecta. Perfect. I think it was my signature dance moves and incredible appetite. Oh my God! It's my ex!
feel like it's important to like get people interested, or people who are interested, give them some knowledge that they wouldn't have, and give them opportunities to pursue a passion that they have further into professional or still community theatre. So you can really get that feel for what you're interested in, what your passions are.
You know, I think, I guess the theme of our plays is that intergenerational thing, and I think that's really really an important aspect of the whole system. I know I've made a wonderful friend in Carol, my co-star, and I direct her, and she's taught me so much, and obviously that perspective is just so different.
I think these programs are especially important for people who are trying to get into this industry. It gives them sort of a week to learn what areas they like in theatre. So I feel like after this week I know that I enjoy doing props more for theatre, so I feel like it gives people the opportunity to sort of learn that, and especially younger people, it kind of gives them a chance, since you can start this program before you're 18, so I think you can join it when you're like 17. So it kind of gives people an opportunity to learn the areas that they like before going to uni or before completing high school.
I think it's important not only for like social skills, but I think it's also important to get involved and network with other people, especially if it's something you want to do as a career. I think one of the best things you can do is just network, find people who are like-minded like you, and yeah, I guess build off that with community theatre and start off like that, rather than going, you know, full deep into a course that you may not want to do.
I think a lot of programs, I know since COVID there's been a decline in a lot of people going into production, and it's thrown off a lot of theatre companies. So I know programs like this, it really inspires people, you know, maybe ignites some of their passions in the theatre. I know some people really want to go into production, specifically myself, and I think this gives everyone a taste of different areas, because I know it's really hard for people to get taste of costume, get taste of lighting, set, directing, all of that, and this kind of just rounds all of your options. So I think that's really, really good.
Trevor, it's your mother, again. Just call me when you can. And don't just text, you know I don't do that. Just call me as soon as you can. That's great, that's just great. Hey, Sasha, how are you? It's Carol. Yeah, great, thanks. Now listen, what are you doing right now? I mean, right now, are you busy? Oh my goodness, good for you. I've been meaning to do the same thing for so long. The accumulation of stuff at my place is just mind-boggling.
Excuse me.
Hey, Denise, just hang on a sec. Hi, yeah, I'll take the check and I'll take the coffee to go.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm so sorry, ma'am, but we do ask you please refrain from talking on the phone as to not to disturb the other customers. It's our policy.
Oh, I see, yes. Not a problem. I'll just be 1 more minute. Sorry about that, Denise. Apparently I can't talk long. I don't want to upset the Italian espresso mafia. Yeah, I know, really. Anyway, listen, why don't you give yourself a little break from your big purge and come see a show with me? Yes, right now. I got an extra ticket for 3 o'clock show at the Guggenheim, yeah, the museum. Yeah, it's Peter and the Wolf. You know how they? Yeah, well, you know they put on a special performance every year. And no? Yeah, well, every year during the holidays, they put on, yeah, with all these celebrities, and, well, I don't know if they're really big celebrities. I mean, maybe they're not celebrities at all, but I think at least the narrator is. And anyway, it's all about the kids, really, and we go every year, and it's nice to support. What's that? Oh, darn. Oh, no, I'm not upset, Denise. I just sprung this on you. I guess it was a long shot, but I just had to ask. Well, I will have to, yeah. No, I think I gotta go. Don no cell phoneo is back. Yeah, thanks, I just came up with that. Anyway, yeah. No, well, okay, we'll have to get together soon. Yeah, okay, talk to you soon. You too. Bye now. Thank you. Excuse me? Are you charging me for a second cup of coffee because I asked for it to go?
Yes, ma'am. We don't offer free refills. Each cup you
Yeah, but
order,
I didn't ask for a free refill, did I? I simply asked for my coffee to go.
Yes, ma'am. You see, our policy is
Oh, I'm sure your policy is. But if I had known that your policy is, I would have simply asked for a to-go cup and poured the coffee in it myself.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, you're not just going to throw that out?
Well, isn't...
And then what? Just bring me a new empty paper cup?
Isn't that what you want?
Well, yes, that was then. Back then, if I had known. But now, here we are. Is it your policy to throw away perfectly good cups of hot coffee? I don't see a sign.
Well, no, but...
No, that would be silly, wouldn't it? And let me guess, it is your policy to charge for empty cups.
50 cents.
50 cents. Son, I have been coming to this restaurant since 50 cents bought you a cup with coffee in it, plus free refills. That was then when this place was Rita's. And Rita herself would come out and greet every customer, each and every one. And she always had a little something special for the kids. My son Trevor would sit up at the counter. They used to have a counter way back there. And he'd run up and sit at the counter and he'd count the slices of cake that were left. It helped him learn fractions, you know. No, you probably don't, though.
Fractions? I know fractions.
No, Rita's.
Actually, ma'am, Rita was...
Actually, young man, let me ask you this. Would you rather I sat here without ordering anything else, lingering over the last drop in my little pot? Or would you rather I took my coffee and myself to go so as to free up your little table in the unlikely event that some other person would like to order your overpriced salads and vegan pastries?
Well, you see, here's...
So, how about you make an exception to your policies this one little old time and you leave? Put that cup of coffee on the table and you take that extra charge off the bill.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Sasha, sorry to have missed you. It's Carol. I'm just calling to see if you fancied a get-together all of a sudden. I got a spare ticket for a 3 o'clock show today, and I thought I'd just take a chance and call, but oh well. So, well, we'll better catch up again soon sometime. Yep, talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you. What's this?
Vegan pastry. On the house.
Oh, wait! No, wait, please. I'm sorry about that.
It's no problem, ma'am.
No, you already asked me not to speak on the phone. And not to mention there's that passive-aggressive little sign that you have up there on the wall. Here, I'll put it away. You did the right thing with the bill. Perhaps risking the relationship with your management. Oh, God knows even your job. And then you go above and beyond. I mean, how did you know? Did you know? I mean, this is kind of funny. This is my son's favourite.
Is it?
Well, his new favourite since we've been coming here. When he was a kid, Rita made these giant chocolate peanut butter cookies. They were as big as his head.
Mud pies.
Yeah, that was it, mud pies. Hey, how do you know Rita's mud pies?
Rita was my grandmother.
Oh my goodness. So you've been here...
She put me to work here when I was 14.
Is that so?
Yes, ma'am. Every weekend, every summer, school break.
Oh, I didn't recognize you.
Why would you? I was just a kid, bussing and dishwashing at first. She wanted me to earn my way up. She told me to keep my paycheck, but to put aside my tips. And then whatever's that saved up, she'd double by the time I turned 18. Paid for college that way.
Wow, smart woman. Smart of you to listen.
Well, she made it sound like I didn't really have a choice.
My son is 18. Today, as a matter of fact.
Congratulations.
Prompt.
I don't know.
I don't know how, because I'm sure I'm still only 28. Wow, mud pies. Trevor used to say, "Is it a pie or a cookie, Mama?" And I said it was whatever he wanted to be, so long as he promised to share, which he did. And then he'd say, "Don't worry, Mama. There isn't any real mud inside, just chocolate mud."
Sounds like a sweet kid.
He was. He really was. Oh, well, he still is when he wants to be. We were supposed to meet here for lunch and then go see a show. It was our birthday tradition.
What show?
Peter and the Wolf.
Sure. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum
ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum 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 bum. You know it.
Oh, I don't know where that even came from.
No? You never saw it over at the Guggenheim?
No, I must have heard it when I was a kid, and I guess it stuck.
Well, it is pretty sticky. We used to play it over and over and over.
Nice. So where is he, your son?
No, he's not coming.
No?
I guess he missed his train coming back from school. Well, that's what his text message said anyway. Apparently he can't be bothered to make an actual phone call. And then my line's about.
I've been sitting here.
Yeah, I know. I've been sitting here wondering where I went wrong with him, and now I know. 14, I should have put him to work.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I always felt like I was missing out on all the normal teenage things with my friends and my parents. They never really took me out to museums or shows or out for mud pies or anything. I used to be pretty envious of kids like that, actually.
Your grandmother, is she,
I was at school when she had the stroke.
Oh.
Yeah, it was rough. You know how when one side of the body is paralyzed? That's what happened to her, on the left side. And she got a little bit better over time, but she wasn't able to work after that, which drove her crazy. I mean, her memory wasn't all there, but she knew enough to know what she was missing out on. She loved it here, though. It broke her heart, I think. She passed away just a year later.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
My uncle took over after that. The place wasn't the same anymore, so new change would be better for everyone. Remodeled, changed the name.
You're still here, though?
I'm back for now, but at this rate, I'm not sure how much point there is to stay open, to be honest.
Oh.
Remember how busy you get? Lying out the door on weekends?
Yes, of course.
I used to complain how busy it was, how I never got a break.
So did I.
I'd take that any day now.
So would I.
Let me take care of this. I'm sure you've got to get going.
Oh, I'm not going.
No?
Oh, it won't be the same by myself. Without Trevor whispering in my ear all the characters when their instruments started to play, or when the grandfather keeps entering at the wrong time.
I'm sorry I'll miss it.
Do you want to come with me? I mean, it's actually quite fun, and if you haven't... Is that weird? That'd be too weird, yeah?
No, not weird at all. It sounds quite nice. But I'm here all day, and I'm the manager now, so I probably
yes,
can't...
Yes, of course. Well, if you ever get the time.
Let me take care of this, and I'll be right back.
Okay. for me.
It's Trevor.
Oh, thank you. Is it all right if I...
Go ahead, take your time.
Hi, Trevor. Oh, hi, honey. Is everything okay? Oh, yes, I'm sorry I turned it off. No, I understand, honey. I really do. It's okay. I just miss you, that's all. Tell you what, why don't I call you from my cell when I get outside? Okay, thanks, honey. Don't go anywhere.
I've been so excited and proud and just loving being part of this project. When I started to formulate the plan for how this week would run, I didn't know what to expect of the participants. I didn't know what kind of level of acting, directing or theatre experience they would have had. When I met the participants, I was blown away. They came with so much energy, enthusiasm and experience, and they have been just a delight to work with. They have taught me a lot of things even after all of my years and years in doing this sort of thing. I've loved working with the rest of the team of Malvern. I think we've had a lot of fun. There's been a lot of laughter backstage and in the dressing rooms, and a lot of amazing collaboration considering we only just all met each other a week ago. It's a really connected unit of people of all generations, which is so lovely considering that's what the whole storyline behind all of the plays is about, intergenerational conversations. We've lived it this whole week, and each participant has brought a bit of themselves to their roles. It's been a phenomenal experience, and I feel like the growth over the week for everyone involved has been massive.
First of all, I'd like to thank Malvern Theatre Company for inviting me to mentor the scholarship winners. It has been an absolute privilege for me to spend this week with them. They've really bonded. I felt that the first day when they arrived, no one knew each other. They were nervous, they were anxious, what was this going to be like? And by the end of the first day, they were great friends. And I've watched that friendship develop over the 7 days that we've been working together. I wish them luck in their endeavours, in their area of interest. I think they all have great potential. They're passionate about theatre, which is what it's all about. And I congratulate them on winning their scholarships, and I hope to see some of their work, and I wish them all their success.
For me, this has been a really joyous experience. Right from the start, when we met these 15 outstanding individuals, I've been completely blown away by the talent that we have had and how lovely each and every one of the students have been, and their willingness to take on what we're offering within this program. The amount of work that they've been able to do in 7 days is really remarkable, and the standard of the work that they've produced in that time, I'm really proud of each and every one of them. From a Malvern Theatre point of view, it's been our aim to let some emerging theatre creators understand about our community theatre, that this wonderful venue and our resources exist, that they could come in and they could offer their talents to community theatre, and we would be willing to support them to learn some new skills as they come up and could be part of community theatre and create a piece of work that they would feel very proud about. So overall, I think this emerging leadership program has been of great success, and I wish every one of these students every success in the future, and I think the future theatre that we will see from these students will be something that will thrill us all. So congratulations and thank you.
I think having a program like this to connect young people who are just starting their journey in theatre, or well, a little bit more than starting their journey in theatre, with very experienced theatre actors and directors and people who have been in this industry for a long time is a really exciting and beautiful project, and I'm very hopeful for future versions of this, because I think it's been very valuable for everyone involved, no matter where they've come from.
Hi Petunia, hi Rohit. Thank you so much for letting us come celebrate Rocky's 15th birthday here today. No, Grandpa can't be with us. No, he's fine. He just had a small turn. He's in hospital. Thanks all the same. Come on.
Food! Where's the food?
Are you looking for food, are you? You're such a greedy guts.
Who's a good boy? I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy. Look at me.
You still think you're a pup, don't you, Rock? Oh, no, Rock, I don't need to speak to Mum. Here, give me back the phone. What do I have here?
Food? Food!
It's your birthday cake. A very special one I bought just for you. Very dog friendly. Are you gonna make a wish?
Give me! Give me!
I wish that you could stay with me forever and ever. Is that what you're wishing for too? See, Mum doesn't know anything, does she? There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with...
Cake!
Alright. How about you make a wish? Remember, Grandpa always asked you to make a wish. If you make a wish, then you can have some cake, okay? Wish that you can stay with me forever and ever and never leave.
Woof pop! Woof pop!
Oh, you want Grandpa? But he isn't here. Oh, Rock, you'll get indigestion if you're scoffing your food down that quickly. Look, I know that we pretend that you make wishes, but Grandpa secretly believes that you understand more than you lead on, and you should be able to make wishes too.
Woof pop! Woof pop! I wish for woof pop! Woof pop! Woof pop! I made a wish!
Still fighting fit, old boy, huh?
Grandpa, is that really you? I mean, Mum said that you weren't well, and...
Don't get up, Maya. It's Rocky's birthday, isn't it? Pretty special day. Nothing will keep me from celebrating it. I haven't missed one yet, have I? 15 years old today. Made a special wish, didn't he?
I knew Mum didn't know what she was talking about. It was just a turn, wasn't it? You sound so well.
15 today.
I was a bit worried last night.
No need to fret any longer, my angel. Although if I was a young 105 or like Rocky here, whatever age he is in human years, I might be on holiday in Bali, soaking up the sun. You're going to eat that cake, Maya?
You're only 80, Grandpa. And don't worry about the cake. I'll get Petunia to cut us another slice.
Oh, no need to do that. We can share, like when you were little. Pretend we are under the blanket tent in the backyard, the sky shining with stars, as we share cake and tell stories.
Cherries. Cool. Oh, I used to love the way the flashlights would make the shadows jump all over the grey blankets. Oh, and the way the moths would flutter. But I didn't like the huntsman much though, but the stories were magic.
Oh, don't say anything bad about Albert. He was a good spider.
yeah, until Rocky stepped on him. You must be the only grandpa in the world to have a huntsman as a pet.
would scare your mother half to death.
It sure did. But those cakes, those party blankets, they were the best. Even if Rocky always ate the cake. Didn't you, greedy guts? Is that how old Rocky is? In human years, I mean?
Well, I'm not sure about that, Angel, but he's getting on. We're all getting older. So old that sometimes, well, we don't work so well anymore, do we?
No, he's not old, he's just slow. Rocky's fine, just like you, Grandpa.
Calm down, darling. It's okay to get older. Rocky isn't a young pup anymore, are you, champ?
I'm still young. Look at me. Watch me run.
Slow down, champ. We know you're young at heart. Remember when Rocky jumped in the pool a couple of years back?
Swim with sharks and bats. I'm brave.
Ooh, the blow-up pool?
Yeah, the one with the sharks on the side.
You had to go in and rescue him.
Yeah, to rip the pool to shreds too, silly bugger. Huh. Who ever heard of a dog that can't swim?
No, look at him. We should take him to the beach this weekend.
You should answer that, Maya.
Mum will only upset me.
Oh, you are stubborn, just like your mum, Claire. Always knew the path to your own journey.
I'm nothing like Mum.
Really? I can recall a certain 3-year-old miss, just back from hospital, fighting with Claire about the best way to take care for herself. If I'm right, you moved all the furniture back into place after Claire tried to make the house safe.
I didn't want to be treated as an invalid, but I have to admit Mum may have been right. I think I must have broken a few toes when pushing the couch back into place, but please don't tell Mum that.
Your secret's safe with me. All your secrets are.
I bet you were smiling with that lopsided smile. I remember the smile with the front teeth missing and Mum's long brown hair. I bet you didn't know that.
No. I'm so glad you have that memory, Angel.
What about me? Look at me.
Oh, and then you came. Do you remember?
You're about 6, Angel?
Yes, I think so. I fought Mum about it too. After the cancer, I was so determined to do things my way and not be treated as a victim.
What about me?
Yes, you silly. You are super important and it's your birthday.
It certainly is. Maybe it's time to retire the old boy?
Grandpa, you know, sometimes you can just be like Mum.
Well, as a father, I'd hope so.
You know what I mean. I'm glad it was only a small turn last night, but Mum goes on so.
No, your mother is a wise woman. She was right to be worried about me.
Come on, that's not what you said last week. Interfering and should get her own life and leave myself and Rock alone.
You know, it's a humble man who can admit he's wrong. Sometimes you have to release the ideas and thoughts that you hold on to so dearly.
Huh? Don't follow, Grandpa. Mum is always interfering and now she's making a big deal and telling me that I have to get another dog. There will never be another dog and the two of us will be celebrating Rocky's birthday for at least the next 5 years. I've checked the internet. I know how long Labradors live.
You know what the vet said, darling.
No, there's nothing wrong with him. He's fine. He's good to go for ages yet.
More cake now?
You don't think he's getting a bit tired, honey?
No, he's so strong. Just like you, Grandpa. You two are like that ad, you know, the ever-ready one?
Even batteries run down sometime, get all used up, and then you can't get a spark out of them again.
No, Rocky just needs rest. Look at you. Mum said you were sick and now here you are.
Yes, here I am, here for a special girl and a special dog.
What are you saying? Grandpa, you're always going to be here, but I was so worried you were going to miss his birthday. Mum doesn't know anything.
Yes, she does.
What are you saying,
You
Grandpa?
know what I'm saying.
Rocky is fine.
Rocky just needs his rest.
He's going to be all right. I don't care what the vet says or Mum or Dad. They're wrong about everything.
Sit down. It's time to let him go.
No, I won't. I won't let him go. I feel so tired now.
Sit down. Oh, you need to talk to your mum, Mum.
I don't want to. Grandpa, he's fine.
He'll be here and here. Come on, Rock.
Look at me, I've had a nap. I feel great.
Rocky, you're better now. It's
Time to let him go now, Mara.
Rocky's fine, just like you, Grandpa. Rocky, Grandpa.
Time to let us go, my darling. We'll always be with you.
Grandpa. Grandpa. Rocky.
Rufa, let's run.
Yes, Mum. Yes, I know. They're both together now. I love you. I'll see you soon. And they will remain here and here. I love you, Grandpa. I love you, Rocky. Thank you for your wish.
And just a quick mention, we have three playwrights with us, albeit from the other group of plays, to just to acknowledge that they're here. If we could have the house lights, please. Thank you very much. So Hank, second day at the play. I made the joke yesterday, you didn't hear it, all the way from America to see the play and the tennis. Riannon. And our multi-talented Danny. And the one person we haven't really had the opportunity to thank a lot, responsible for training all of our tech people in the bio box, oversaw the filming and videoing along with Caleb of all of those clips and worked through the night to edit them together for you. So Michael Burke at the technical outstanding job. We have quite a few things to do now. We're going to get out of costumes and organise some props and furniture, and we'll meet you in the foyer. We are anticipating 10 minutes. We're going to work very quickly to do this. So thank you for coming along this afternoon.
Please now turn off all mobile phones and paging devices. We hope you enjoy the performance.
Lassie,
Do you want it?
you take it.
You were here first, weren't you?
I think we were here at the same time. I was looking at my phone. I didn't notice when you showed up.
Nevertheless,
No, please.
I can't believe there's nowhere else to sit.
I guess people are bunkering down before the storm.
Oh, it could get nasty.
That's what they said, but maybe they'll be wrong.
Still, doesn't look like anyone else will be getting up soon.
This is a popular place, supposedly where the intelligentsia hang out.
Oh, my first time inside. I usually walk to the cafe and then head right back home. I use it as my halfway point in case I need a break. But I haven't ever needed one.
Until today.
Yes. Oh, perhaps I should have stayed at home, what with the weather and my hip, but that's not your problem.
How far did you walk?
That's not important.
How far?
It's 8-mile round trip.
Wow.
I can do it. I usually do it without needing a break.
I rented a scooter. My feet have hardly touched the ground.
I insist.
No, I insist.
Why?
I'm young.
Suggesting I'm old.
That's not what I meant.
Well, I am old, but I don't feel old. I'm 82 and a half.
Wow. I mean, wow, you don't look that old. Although I'm not sure how 82 and a half should look.
Today is my half birthday, but that's more of a private thing between me and myself.
Happy half birthday. You should get the seat by that fact alone.
No, please. It would give me greater pleasure to give the seat to you.
Why?
Well, because you're so busy.
I'm a woman?
Did I say that?
Can it be inferred?
You should get the seat because you're busy and you have more of your life ahead of you.
I am on a deadline, but it's more or less self-imposed.
Oh, you're a writer.
Sort of. A poet.
Oh.
Does that mean something to you?
I used to write poems a long time ago about being a lunatic. I mean about my obsessive quest to walk to the moon. Not funny, right?
I didn't know it was supposed to be.
My wife, my late wife, never thought I shouldn't let myself get deterred.
You look tired.
You, what?
I was going to say tired.
Well, why didn't you?
Would that have been...
Ageist.
Oh, you know about ageism?
Oh. I try not to be one of those guys who, you know...
Who pulls out the age card every time they don't get what they want.
Please sit.
I don't mind standing. I mean, I do, but I really think you should sit.
Why?
Because your hunched over just a bit. I hope that's okay to say. If it were my grandfather, I would tell him to sit.
How old are you?
22. And a few months. I don't keep track of half birthdays anymore.
I guess you could be my granddaughter, though I don't have any grandchildren or children. I used to have a golden retriever, but she died a week after my wife.
I'm sorry?
I'm not looking for sympathy. I've learned to be independent.
Would you mind not hovering over me? Thank you.
Do you see what he's reading?
Atlas shrugged.
You're familiar with it?
I read it for school, but I don't remember much about it, except it was long.
I was a philosophy major.
I started off in philosophy, then I switched to art history, then to art. I like to illustrate my own poems. An agent said she'd take a look, but I had to get them to her by tonight.
Oh, then you should definitely sit down.
I've been procrastinating all day. It's been so hard for me to get launched. My poems are about the shared collective of humanity, and I thought I'd get inspired by coming to a coffee shop and spending time with people other than myself. But how authentically can I write if I'm taking the last chair from you?
You're alone.
I've got acquaintances. My family lives far away. But it's better that way. They don't think much of my poems, or the way I sustain my life so I can try to write poems.
What do you do?
I walk dogs. I've got a dog walking business.
Oh.
It pays more than you'd think. Plus, it allows me to develop a good relationship with my clientele. The pets more than the people.
This guy must be a notoriously slow reader. Seems to be highlighting every passage.
Judging by all the torn packets of sugar, it looks like he's been here for days.
Should we ask him how long he's going to be?
You should sit. You're starting to shake.
Oh my.
Please?
No.
What if I said you're being sexist?
Am I?
Maybe we could take turns.
You should go first.
No, you should go first.
I insist.
No, I insist.
One of you want my seats?
Are you done?
No, but you're an old man and you're a woman, and I feel guilty sitting here when I know you both obviously want this seat.
We can wait.
Certainly.
Someone's bound to get up.
Certainly within the next 2 weeks.
I offered.
Nice of him to offer, I suppose.
Atlas shrugged. You read it?
Only closely enough to pass the final exam, barely.
What did you do for a living?
I still do it. I pick up trash. Firstly, as a janitor, and now, as a citizen of the world. Oh, look at all of this rubbish.
Wait, why don't we share the seat? Sit down at the same time.
Is there enough room for both of us?
We'll have to find out.
One.
2. 3.
3. Oh. Sugar? Why not?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Perhaps going surprisingly well. I mean, there was obviously a bit of anxiety with trying to get 2 plays out in such a short span of time. We've had we'll get a total of maybe 5 days of rehearsals, and that includes blocking, performances, directing. I'm working on 2 of them as well. But they've both progressed remarkably well, and what everyone's doing just seems to be incredible. I haven't been able to see everyone's work, but I think it's just going to be fabulous.
I have like 89 lines or something to memorize. Like they gave me this scene and like it's a huge scene. We don't expect you to have it memorized. We can only do half if you want. And I was like, no, I'd like to do it. And I've surprised myself because I've learnt most of it. Oh, but there's some big chunks in it and I don't know how. But it's that's part of the fun challenge. Is like when I heard that we're like putting on some shows in a week, I thought that's such a better experience than like just talking about theatre in like a void. It's like actually like we learn about it and then we're going to try and put something on. So I'm really excited. I'm excited to see them all come together.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit stressful. The productions are coming along really well. They just keep gaining momentum, and every day you come in, you feel like you've just got progress. I don't know. It's just been a thing of like, there's not enough time. We've got this. There's not enough time. We've got this. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I'm a bit nervous, but it should be good. I've never had to do something in a week, so I'm a little bit nervous for how it's going to go, but I am excited to show what people can do in a week. I think all the plays are going to be amazing and everyone's put in so much hard work, so it should be good.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think there's a lot of stress hanging around, but I think like this is what we signed up for. You know, we signed up to do, you know, a week of intensive like this every day and then putting shows on at the end of the week. I'm really excited. I think it'll all come together very well, and we've got people who've got expertise in all areas. Like I was sort of imagining it was just going to be a bunch of actors, but it's like, no, we've actually got people who have done set and props and sound and lighting and the whole shebang. And so I think it's all going to go very well.
I think they're great. I think, yeah, I definitely have a few favourites. I love the one I'm in. I quite enjoy the character I play, but also the fairy godmother one with Carol and Rory. It's just brilliant. They're very cute together. And yeah, all the shows are really good and a lot of work's been put into them. So it's nice to see the fruits of all that labour.
Oh, hello there, welcome. Who have you been?
Sorry?
Oh, it's the name of the cafe, love. You are here to meet up with a version of your younger self, yes?
Yes, I suppose so. My therapist sent me.
Oh, good. We get a lot of therapy referrals. Do get the occasional lost or confused walk-in, though.
So, how does it all work, then?
Well, I'll just pop you on this and I'll scan you. Your details, memories, face and body structure will all be uploaded and then matched with all footage and record of you online. Then I'll download a copy of your consciousness and one of our flexible biobots will be imprinted with your details. And voila, coffee date with a younger self.
But it says cloning on the sign.
Well, yes, it's not technically cloning, but who's got years to wait for that? This is much more efficient than creating actual permanently living people. I mean, we don't even use disposable coffee cups here.
Oh, I see. Wow, you know the world's come a long way when reduce, reuse, recycle refers to human memory.
It sure has. Okay, pop onto the scanner. And what age are we looking to meet up with?
19?
Oh, good choice. Okay, arms up and out. Yeah. Okay, grab a seat and she'll be ready in a tick.
So all these people are talking to younger versions of themselves. Even that lady resting the donut off that toddler?
Yes, though I sure as hell wasn't paid to meet up with a version of my younger self. Doesn't exactly make for stimulating conversation, and if Junior needs a change, well, that's no fun for anyone. Whatever floats your boat, lady.
Oh. Thank you. Hey, this menu doesn't have any food or drink, just a load of questions.
Yes, that's just a time saver. Since I've scanned you, I already know what you'd order.
Oh, and the questions?
Well, often people get so busy chatting away to themselves for the first time that they leave having forgotten to come in to get what they came in for. We provide a list of helpful frequently asked questions for your assistance.
Oh, I don't think I'll need that.
Whatever, lady, doesn't change the price either way.
So, will she know who she is?
She'll know everything you knew the day you turned 19. Plus, we added an additional memory that she's come here for an important meeting.
But who will she think I am?
Well, it's up to you how you choose to introduce yourself, though for some reason we don't recommend the truth. It can be distressing for them to find out that they're a disembodied consciousness in a biosynthetic body.
So what should I say?
Well, some clients say they're from the future or a distant relative. Really depends on what you want to get out of the experience. You can check the starters page for a helpful list of openers. I recommend the clairvoyant investigator story, that's always fun.
Maybe this one?
Okay, one job interview coming right up. She'll come in thinking she's being considered for her dream job. So remember to be subtle with the personal questions, okay? Oh, eyebrows off the ceiling, I got you, doll. Sample questions on page 6 under mains. Oh, she's ready, I'll go fetch her.
Already?
Yes, this technology's much faster than the coffee machines. Easier to clean at the end of the shift too.
I'm Maddie. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Oh, yes, well, Maddie, pleasure to make your acquaintance.
So, I know I'm young, but I'd be a great addition to your team. I'm a fast learner and a hard worker, and I'm sorry, I'm babbling. I'm sure you have a ton of questions for me.
Oh, chocolate raspberry, my favourite.
What a coincidence! Okay, one skinny latte for Madame and one iced mocha with extra cream for the young go-getter.
That's awesome. How did you know I love these?
Oh, I'm a beverage psychic, you see, darling. It's a niche market that makes for excellent tips.
So, Maddie, I won't be asking any of the typical interview questions. In this business, we really want to get to know our employees on a more personal basis.
Of course, fire away.
You're still living at home?
Yeah, in a bungalow at my parents'. But I look after myself.
And you're single?
No, I have a boyfriend.
Oh.
I'm not really sure.
And what about kids? Are you thinking of starting a family?
I'm only 19.
I ask because we don't want to train someone and then have them get pregnant and leave.
I'm not really sure.
But I mean, how would you feel if you did accidentally get pregnant?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, surely you can't think you'd be a good mother.
Why would you ask that? You know what? I don't think I want this job.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I just wanted to...
Okay, so remember when I said to be subtle? Wasn't exactly what I meant.
I don't know how to do this.
Look, I know this can be a bit jarring, but you must have come in here for a reason. What are you looking to achieve?
I've been in therapy for years and I don't seem to be getting anywhere. My psych says it's because I can't forgive myself for mistakes I made when I was younger that ruined my life. He thinks if I talk to myself, I might be able to break down that block.
What happened?
Oh, I was top of my classes in uni. I was going to be somebody, make a difference.
And then?
Oh, the usual sad story. I fell in love, got pregnant to a loser and gave it all up. My son Leo was brought up by a gambling father and a mother who was blinded by resentment and regret.
And what happened to him?
Leo. He's a lost young man with trust issues who can't even connect to the world or myself. And it's all my fault. Or more accurately, it's all her fault. I'd give anything to change the past.
Well, wouldn't we all, sweetie? But we can't. This is Who Have You Been, not Back to the Future. So how about we set a more realistic goal? You have to forgive her to move forward, yes?
Apparently I have to absolve myself of the guilt, but I don't know how.
Oh, well, let's start again. Pick a different scenario, and for God's sake, stick to the sample questions.
But how do I stop her walking out again?
Well, teenagers are sensitive, even the ones that think they're all grown up. Maybe try this one. Stroke the ego a bit and she's more likely to open up.
Journalistic interview or biographical book. But why would I be interviewing her? She's just a dumb kid. She hasn't done anything noteworthy.
Unlike all your famed achievements, I suppose. Look, she's you, but without the experience and wisdom and credit rating. Be a little kinder. It's got to be easier to empathise when you're talking to yourself.
Oh, you think?
Look. Prompt.
What were you proud of?
What were you proud of back then? What would you want to be recognised for?
Well, I used to paint. I wasn't bad either.
Now we're talking. Look, I'll program her to think that her uni submitted one of her artworks to a gallery and it won a prize. You can be from a art magazine interview in there, alright? And done!
Goodness, what was... Oh, I'm so sorry, I must have zoned out for a second there. What was the question again?
Oh, no, it's fine. We'd finished all the questions about the piece anyway. I think our readers will want to know more about you as a person. Tell me about your other passions.
Well, I'm studying to be an environmental scientist. I really want to make a difference in the world. That's why my paintings are created sustainably and intend to inspire people to make changes.
That's admirable, Maddie. And where do you expect to be in 10 years' time?
Working to regrow coral on the Great Barrier Reef and maybe selling my art to tourists to raise money for dolphin protection.
You really are committed to that goal? What about when you're my age?
I guess I'd be a senior researcher or environmental lecturer. I'd probably be married and have kids by then too.
Oh, so you do want kids?
Well, eventually. Don't most people?
Yes. Yes, I suppose so. But how would you feel if something like maybe an accident got in the way of your goals?
I've never really thought of it before, but I think nothing can stop you from fulfilling your dreams.
Oh, that's naive. You haven't lived long enough to know that something huge can rock your world.
I may be young, but I don't think true purpose fades away. Maybe life can stop you for a while, bury it down deep, but I think purpose is like love. If it's real, it's under there somewhere.
But what if your life changed so dramatically it could never go back to the way it was before?
Well, I guess I'd have to find myself again.
Yes. Yes, maybe.
Okay, time's up. Hope you got everything you wanted out of the experience. If not, we do have a loyalty program, so every 10th visit is free.
Yes, it did go better. I don't feel angry anymore. I came here blaming her for my life. I never thought she might be able to help me embrace it again.
Yeah, well, sometimes the dumb kid isn't so dumb, hey? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to recharge this bot. Hey lady, can you get that little U off the table before I shut it down?
Hello, Leo. It's Mum. Yes, I know it's been a while. Look, I'm really sorry about the distance between us, and I'd really like to start making up for it. I wondered if you'd consider making a trip with me to the Great Barrier Reef. Yes, I'm serious. It's always been a passion of mine, and I'd love to share it with you.
Do you have any more comments that you want to make about the program or just anything?
Give it a shot. Try out, give it a shot.
I've loved the opportunity that's really just been granted because, you know, of course, when you're working in the arts, especially if you're trying to think on a more technical role like a director or a producer, people naturally want you to have credits. They want you to have the experience before they give you the job. I think to offer something like this really is just a fantastic initiative.
I guess I'm thankful that I got the opportunity to do this and that it exists at Malvern Theatre.
I think it's really been wonderful so far, and I've been pleasantly surprised by how the mentors have just been supporting us, I guess, and how everyone's really chipping in all together. And the fact that we just sort of get access to pretty much everything here. Like, I think I've always, seen like the props and the costumes and like, the tech areas and the lighting and the sound. It's like, oh no, that's like, you don't go there. That's a no-no zone. All these things, and just like really making everyone's visions come to life. Yeah, it's been very fun. I look forward to the rest of the week.
I would like to say thank you to Malvern for this opportunity. There are not many programs like this that exist in the way that it does, to be able to allow young people to really take that next step and next level in their career whilst having full confidence and trust in their abilities. We've been given a lot of freedom and a lot of trust to do what we wanted to do within this week that we've been here, and we only started on Sunday. So the fact that we were all able to come together in this short amount of time and put on 8 amazing plays is incredible, and I think that's credit to the amount of trust and respect that we've been given as young people and as creatives to be able to use the space, and very, very incredibly grateful and excited for what this opportunity brings in the future.
Yeah, I think like everyone who is wanting to be in, the theatre industry should be involved in a group with community theatre. I think it's really important, and it teaches you so much about, socialising and about finding like-minded people, and also mentors who, have that ability to teach you things that maybe people in uni won't be able to teach you.
It's been really special to get to be here and to be a part of this company and something new that they're doing, and like just seeing how much history they have here. It's been really cool. They've got there's all the boards everywhere that have the like photos from the different shows they've done, and I know a lot of people do that, but like upstairs there's a board from like 1980s with some shows they did, or like, and it's just, that's so cool.
I'm very proud of you all. I don't know.
It's a lot of fun. If anything else comes up like this in the future, it's definitely something worth giving a go. You learn a lot of things, and you definitely make a lot of good friends.
Oh Lord, I just thank you to everyone to put this together. There's so much work that's been put into it, and it's such a brilliant program. And thank you to all the people around me who, all these wonderful 16 people that have come together to put together these amazing shows. And thank you, Michael, for your brilliant questions and brilliant tech. And yeah, it's going to be great. Come see it.
Any other general comments you have?
No.
Okay.
No comments. I'm set.
How was school?
Fine.
You cold? Bit hot in here for a scarf, isn't it?
What? Oh, that.
You started necking.
You know.
What do I?
Seem to be able to see through scarves.
The place has windows, Sam. Anyway, you didn't have it last night and you ran out this morning, so unless you gave it to yourself...
What the?
Joking, I was joking.
You're sick. Jenny and I...
It's okay.
Sick?
It's okay.
I know.
But when you do, you want to use...
That's not okay.
Protection.
This conversation's not okay.
It's the man's responsibility,
Mum!
Well, women shouldn't have to do everything.
Not having this conversation here.
Condoms are very important. And not those $1 ones you find in the public bathrooms. They snap. You want a box from the chemist? They come in all flavours,
No?
And textures. I used to like the pineapple ones.
Not having this conversation here.
Excuse me. If I had a daughter, we'd be able to talk about these things.
No, you wouldn't. Not here.
Of course we would.
Jenny doesn't talk about sex with her father, not in public.
Tell me more. What's her father's name?
I don't know.
If I had a daughter, we'd talk. Not grunt. There are female condoms too,
What is it with you and condoms?
Oh, it's just... Oh no, forget it, Sam.
I will forget we ever had this conversation where other people can hear us.
Good?
Fine.
Only a mother. You're acting like a grot.
I don't get how any guy ever put up with you.
Well, as a matter of fact,
What?
there is a man. A real man. Gary, he's interested in me.
Yeah, right.
Yes, actually.
Nah.
Oh, why? Because I'm old?
No, because...
Oh, because I don't have sex.
I don't know. I shouldn't know. Scarred by mental pictures.
Gee whiz, Sam. Because I haven't had sex in 16 years?
I don't want to know this.
Oh, right. Of course not. Because I'm just your mother, your stupid old mother who doesn't get any and it doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
You only ever think about yourself.
No.
Just like your father.
I'm nothing like him.
No. No, I'm sorry. No. You're still here.
You know what? I wouldn't know. Tell me how I'm like that dickhead.
Hey, language.
Loser, asshole, fuck. Father. Is that why you're so keen on condoms? He didn't use one and you ended up stuck with me.
No, Sam.
Feels like it.
I loved your father. I thought it was only a matter of time before we got married. I thought he loved me and wanted you. He left us.
Didn't you try and find him?
Of course I did. Found out where he was staying through other people and turned up on his doorstep with you sleeping in my arms.
So we met.
I don't know if you could call it that.
We were in the same room.
He wouldn't even hold you.
You never told me any of this.
I never want to hurt you, Sam.
Did he ever try and contact you or help you or ask about me?
That afternoon, he wrote out a cheque for you. You know your bank account. Sent me a letter with the details a few weeks later. He'd put $10,000 in there and asked that we never contact him again. My parents kicked me out because I was pregnant out of wedlock.
That doesn't seem fair.
I don't think it is. But I wanted you.
I'm sorry, Mum.
Oh, it's all right, Sam. I probably should have told you more sooner.
No wonder I'm so bloody screwed up.
Screwed up?
Yeah.
Oh, well, Jenny obviously doesn't think so.
Why do you want to talk about her?
Why not?
Because I don't want to talk about her.
I know you didn't have that hickey last night.
Why do you care when I got it?
I just don't want to see you getting hurt.
It didn't hurt.
When'd you get it?
Lunchtime.
Nah, I don't believe you.
What is your problem?
Jenny must have real strong lips.
What?
A real good sucker.
Mum!
Did you give her one back?
No! I'm leaving now. Oh, God.
Sammy, I didn't mean to.
Don't call me Sammy.
You don't have to lie to me.
What if I told you I was gay?
Are you?
And I was using the vacuum cleaner to, you know.
I'd tell you to use something else or there might never be any little Sammys.
And I didn't lie about Jenny.
Sam.
No, really. I like her. She's just not my, you know.
Well, I wouldn't go showing her that. She might get the wrong idea.
The guys thought it was real.
I bet the guys have never seen a real one. If you did go round with Jenny...
Go out?
You know what I mean. When would I get to meet her?
I don't know. Not really on my to-do list.
Oh, you rat bag.
Are you finished? Can I go now?
Okay, Sammy.
Don't call me Sammy.
Okay, Sam.
Hey, Jenny. I didn't think you'd call.
Just let me know when you want to go to the chemist. They come in all flavours, remember.
I've been so excited and proud and just loving being part of this project. I think it's been very valuable for everyone involved, no matter where they've come from.
Oh, hey, you're looking for a table? You can sit here.
Oh, that's awfully nice of you, thank you. It's getting kind of warm today. They said it wouldn't. What do they know? They say meteorology is a science, but I think there's more guessing game than they are letting on. So, they give me a tea bag, but they don't give me any place to set it. What do they think? I'm gonna leave it in the water forever?
Huh? Oh, here, you can use this.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind. It's extremely kind of you. Hey, don't worry.
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
Excuse. Oh, I don't mind sharing the table, really.
No, not that. I mean the other thing.
What other thing?
The thing you're worried about. It'll work out.
How do you know I'm worried about something?
Oh, it's obvious. Well, to those are more mature folks, such as myself, who tend to see the little things and understand what they mean.
What little things?
Well, the way you're slouching and scrolling through your phone. Although, granted, with teenagers, they're always slouching and scrolling through their phone. But you're scrouching a whole lot, and you're scrolling through your phone like you're looking for the answers to the secrets of the world. So I'm thinking that maybe you're worried about something, although maybe I'm going way beyond the bounds of what I should be saying. My statements are probably just a series of faux pas. You know that phrase? Faux pas?
Sure.
Well, are you?
What?
Worried about something.
Yeah, oh, what the... Yes.
I knew it! The wisdom of the aged. Tell me what's worrying you. Nope. A relationship.
That's right. How did you know that?
Oh, well. I have to say that in your case it was quite easy. You got teenagers, you get relationship problems. It's a no-header.
A no-brainer.
Oh, yeah, that. Oh, there, you should smile more. She'll like you more if you smile. If it is a she.
It is.
And who is she?
Amber. I'm not even sure she knows I exist.
Oh, that's a kind of cliche line, isn't it? Oh, but that is not in any way your fault. There's a whole new situation for you. I think I can help you. I'm going to tell you what to do.
What, are you like a fairy godmother or something?
Oh, that's funny. No, I think I can help you figure things out.
Okay, if you think you can do that.
I have lived 83 years. What's your name, by the way?
Gordon.
I have lived 83 years, Gordon. I'm Darlene. I have lived 83 years, Gordon. And if I haven't picked up a thing or two along the way, what was the use of all those years?
I don't know.
Lucky for you, there was a use for all those years, and I did pick up a thing or two.
Yeah, the wisdom of the aged, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm going to impart some of it to you, specifically about what to do about your current love interest.
Yeah, okay. I should mention, I'd like to think that Amber McNulty will be my eternal love interest.
Yes, sure. To start off, leave it a month.
What?
Wait a month, 6 weeks maybe.
Why in the world?
It's your hair, Gordon. You have the world's worst haircut for your head shape. Before you make your next move, you gotta wait for the hair on the sides of your head to grow out.
What in the world are you...
Well, your head is long to begin with. I mean, not in a bad way. I mean, not like a horse or anything. But you see, Gordy, with the kind of haircut you just had, there's nothing on the sides and there's all this poofy stuff on top. I mean, it's just unbalanced. Your head looks elongated.
A horse?
No, not like a horse. No need to get upset. In 6 weeks, it will no longer be a problem. I just thought I should let you know, whoever told you to get that haircut is not your friend. Who told you to get this haircut?
I guess the barber.
That barber is not your friend.
And all my friends.
Your friends are not your friend.
My friends are not my friend? I have no friends?
No.
This is nuts. I offer a lady that she can share my table. I give her my cuplet for her tea bag. What do I get? She criticizes my posture, my haircut, my head shape. Who criticizes a stranger's head shape?
I wasn't criticizing, I was just pointing out
And you tell me I have no friends.
Well, not in the haircutting department anyway. And you know what I mean, Gordon. I'm sure you have fine friends for other purposes. I was just trying to give you a little tip, a good deed, in exchange for your kindly offering that I could sit down here.
Gee, Darlene, thanks a bunch.
Well, I'm telling you things that other people might not tell you because they don't want to seem impolite. I, on the other hand, have finished caring what I see. It happens after a while. It's very freeing.
I can see that.
So, tell me about this girl, Amber.
She's blonde, beautiful.
Right.
Is there a problem with her being beautiful?
Nothing a few decades won't cure. And by the way, just so you know, most people who are blonde have a bottle of hair dye to thank for.
Sure, I know that. No problem.
So, have you attempted to talk to this Amber?
Yes. Yeah, a couple of days ago. Oh, it did not go well. Yeah, no, it was a disaster.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. What happened?
We were in math class. She sits next to me, one row over. Our seats are permanent. They were assigned alphabetically.
Well, that's a good development.
Oh, well, I thought so. Until a couple of days ago, when I messed everything all up.
Oh, I can see you messing things up a little, but all up? Nah.
Oh, I did. You see, for a couple of weeks, I've been trying to think of what to say to her. How to begin talking. To, break the ice.
Here, she's not one of those blonde ice queens who won't talk to anyone who's not on their approved list.
No! Well, I mean, I don't know. So I've been thinking of how to begin talking, to find out. So, I was thinking, do I say something about the weather? About our teacher giving us too much homework? About the construction noises coming in from the street? All those lines seemed so clumsy, so fake, Yeah. But then, I found something less awkward to say. Something real. It was a time when the construction noises in the street were so loud, when the teacher told us what page to open in our workbooks, I didn't get it. So I realized I could ask her the page number. Yeah, it would be something real, a totally legit question.
I get you. Go on.
I leaned into the aisle in her direction, and I asked, what page did he say?
My breath is bated, Gordon.
Here's where it gets excruciating. I later realized that what she told me was page 18, but at the time what I heard was pay attention. I thought she was scolding me for not paying attention when the teacher gave us the page number. I felt sucker punched. I didn't respond. I had no idea how to respond. I was totally mortified until I saw that the rest of the class were all working on page 18, and it hit me that page 18 was probably what she had said. But now I had the problem that I hadn't thanked her for giving me the page number. Now I had to spend the rest of the period trying to figure out how to fix that. I mean, when the bell rang, was I going to say, "Excuse me, but I didn't thank you when you gave me the page number earlier because I thought you were telling me to pay attention, so I would like to thank you now, even though it is ridiculously belated." Was I going to say that? It would be so awkward.
True.
I spent the whole rest of the class thinking about it and feeling sick about it. So when the teacher called on me to answer a simple question about cosines that I should have known the answer to, I was clueless. I looked like a math moron to Amber, in addition to an ingrate.
So, when the bell rang, what did you say?
Well, I said, by the way, thanks for your help before.
Oh, super. That was fine. What did she say?
Nothing. She just looked at me.
Listen, are you sure she had actually given you the page number and not just dissed you?
Yes. Well, I mean, no. I don't know.
Oh, dear.
What I've been so worried about.
Now, how to say this? Sometimes the elderly have a sixth sense about things, which is good because sometimes some of their other five senses aren't doing so well. What I'm trying to say is...
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, you think Amber's out of my league?
No, I wouldn't put it that way. I'm feeling that maybe Amber isn't all that...
Nice?
Yes, that is the way I put it. I mean, think about it. She didn't even give you the courtesy of an acknowledgement when you thanked her.
Of course, it could have been that there was still all that racket going on outside that she just didn't hear me.
But was there all that racket going on outside?
I don't remember.
I think you just deserve a good person, that's all.
And you get the sense that Amber is not a good person. A superficial, cold, blonde ice queen. You're kind of bursting my bubble here.
Bubbles are made to be burst, Gordon. They pop, but then later on you can construct another, better bubble. I've seen a lot of it. It's the way of the world.
You must be some tough love, real world fairy godmother. Oh my god, Darlene, that's her!
That's who, where?
Amber, in the shop, yeah, at the counter, like the barista's handing her a cup.
That's her?
Yes.
Oh, she is beautiful. Oh, geez. I think I was wrong, Gordon.
What?
He is a good person. Definitely is. I was wrong.
But what about everything you said? What about the wisdom of the aged?
Oh, sometimes the aged make mistakes. Maybe I forgot to mention.
Hold on. How do you know she's a good person?
Didn't you see just now? The guy behind the counter gave her a long drink. Then he handed her a straw to go with it. But she refused. She refused because it was plastic and she's worried about the environment. She wants to save the planet. That proves she's a good person, Gordon. A good person. And I suspect that any minute she's going to be out here looking for a table.
Well, what do I do? What do I do?
Well, I am going to skedaddle and you are going to invite her to your table.
But my head, it's too elongated. Or you're wrong about that, too.
No, about that I was right. Look, this'll solve that problem. Now put that on, and give me that. You don't want her thinking you don't give a crap about the ecosystem. And don't slouch, and smile a little.
Yeah, but what do I say?
Oh, you can do it. It's easy. Just invite her to your table like you did me. Then you break the ice by telling her about your craziest recent anecdote.
And my craziest recent anecdote is...
this one. You just say, you won't believe this, Amber, but the last person to share my table was a nutty fairy godmother from hell.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. You can do it, Gordon. Go for it, Gordon.
Oh, hi. Hey, you looking for a place to sit? You can sit here.
And as well as our cast, crew and directors, and creatives obviously, we are very fortunate to have 3 playwrights in the audience here today. So first of all, Hank, you're here again. I think you've made it. Where are you? Up there. Could we just have the house lights up, please, so we can see them? Thank you. All right, Hank, again. So Hank wrote the first play, The Last Seat in a Crowded Café. Riannon's here again. Thank you so much. For Cricket Mum, and the very, very versatile, who have you been, playwright Danny. So thank you again for coming along to support all of these wonderful young people in particular, and us oldies. We'll be 5 minutes or so getting changed, and then we'd love to talk to you in the foyer. So thank you again for coming to the performance.